Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Waffle Sauce, better known as Syrup, and welcome back to the Sunday Sauce podcast. It's been a while, my bad, mostly to myself because I'm the only one who listens to these, which is kind of crazy listening to your solo podcast. Like, being the only view on your solo podcast is fucking insane. But yeah, it's been a little while. I slacked, okay? I slacked and I got back from Toronto last week and I was just like, I don't want to fucking do a pod. And I did like one the week before that I just honestly I put a bunch of moisturizer on my face before and like my hair was a mess and I was so like low energy and like the whole time. It's like I'd rather not post it, okay? So while I don't have a fan base, I don't owe them anything. But we got to be consistent about this. And I'm having one of those days, dude. You ever have those days where like you wake up wrong? Like you wake up and you like scroll your phone for 20 minutes and then you're just like just something's off and then you like sleep again a little bit and you wake up too late and you know you can't get everything you wanted to do done. And then like I don't know if anyone else has the thought when you have one of those days where I'm just like I should probably just chill in bed till tomorrow to have a good day tomorrow. It's a useless thought, but whatever. We're here. We did it. I'm in a better mood now. I worked out. I got a fucked up body, okay? So it's been tough. Like, I don't know. I have like a body, like, I just have like 18 like minuscule little like imperfections with my body, but they're added together. They're so annoying. Like, my thumb clicks weird and my pinky's annoying, like when it goes like this. And like my right foot, the pinky toe is just annoying sometimes. Like, my hips rotated and my shoulder sometimes is tight. Like, I just have a bunch of like mini issues. And I don't do anything, like, I don't work anything real. Like, I don't do construction. I haven't trained hard in a while. I just have like one of these bodies that's just like tense from my thoughts, I guess, which is kind of crazy. Like, I think too stressfully to like exist a normal life where like walking sometimes it's like, ew, why does walking feel weird today? Oh, when I sleep, I gotta sleep on my left side because my body, like, I have a shitty body, but I worked out today and it was the first workout where I was like, bleh, bleh. Like, where I felt fucking like alpha a little bit, you know? Like, I was walking around the gym like a little fucking, got a little pump going in the biceps, dude. It was fucking nice. But, so that was nice. And then I did a show, and the show, it went well. When you do, bro, it's weird being a comedian because my whole life is dictated on, it's weird being a comedian because like my whole life, how I feel day to day depends on how I do on stage. And if I'm bombing for like a week, I will just be sad that whole week. Like, it dictates how I feel my whole life. So like if I do well, I like feel great and you get like a great rush and you feel good after. Like I'll go on, like I'll not be on stage. I'll be waiting to go up and I'll feel shitty and tired. And then I'll go on stage and then I'll do well and then I'll feel like it's like a drug. It's crazy, but at the same time sometimes you get bad doses and you go on stage and you won't do well or you're bomb and then you just feel shitty. And there's just like, ugh. But both of those, like, as you do more comedy, both of those feel like less. I guess you need to increase the stakes or increase like the people in the audience and shit. But it used to be way more of a dopamine rush to do well, and now it's just kind of what happens. And like bombing used to suck so much, and now I could kind of shake it off, which is good because like the pain from bombing is way worse than the high from doing well. Unless it's like a doing well that's like important for your career and you're like, yo, things are happening and stuff. But just like doing well is okay. Like, it feels good. Like, obviously it feels great. But like when you bomb, when you have a bad bomb, soul shattering sometimes, dude. It's just you walk home, or like I used to walk home after bombing at shitty shows too. At shows where it's like you go there to bomb. I would walk home from those just like, I should quit. What the fuck am I doing? How the fuck? Because you went to a bar, you kind of base your whole day around it, and you like waited there for like 2 hours to get on stage, and you're thinking about what you're gonna say, and then you like put in all this effort, and you maybe have some new jokes you want to try, and then like you get on stage, and it just like, it fucking sucks. But anyways, so pretty good day so far overall. I mean, I hate waking up late. I don't know how to like. I always say I want to wake up at like a good time to get stuff done, bro. Me in the morning doesn't want to fucking hear it. Like, my girlfriend like works early and stuff, so like I'm able to like wake her up and like force her to get up early. I need someone. And my cats actually do it, but like I just fucking like if my girlfriend woke me up, I couldn't like kick her and be like fuck off, but I could do that to my cats, you know? So anyways, back to the gym. I find it fucking like weird that like being a human, if you want to be happy, you have to like torture yourself on a regular basis. Like you gotta do painful workouts. You gotta eat the food that doesn't taste good. You gotta run. Like you gotta run. Like we don't need to be running, but like in order for you to be happy, for some reason it's designed where you have to run. Like saunas are what's really good for you, and then you're just like microwaving yourself alive, and like that's way easier than fucking cold plunging. But like all the shit that makes you good is like torturing. Like we're like designed to be masochistic. That has like it doesn't sound right, and I feel like I'm gonna be like realize I'm stupid when I realize what it is. But masochism, I'm a masochist. Masochistic? It can't be masochistic, dude. Masochistic. Whatever. It's just weird that it's like baked into the human condition to have to hurt yourself or have to be annoyed or have to do things that aren't fun in order to be happy. Like, why can't it just like I like people and like fucking annoying ass people will be like, that's so cool. I love the grind. I love the hustle. I love working out when no one else is in the gym. And it's like, shut up, dude. Everyone, if we could inject happiness into our brain, we would. It's just drugs fuck you up. Fast food makes you unhealthy. Like all that shit is still not good for you. The phone makes you stressed. Video games waste your time. But once like AI runs the world and figures out how to just inject happiness into our fucking skulls, no one's gonna like the gym anymore. There's not gonna be a single person like I love waking up early and going on a run. Like, that's not gonna. If you could just inject that into your fucking skull, it's over. It's no one wants to work for this shit. We just have to. And like smart people don't do drugs to be happy because they know it doesn't work and they know it's a dead end. But I don't know why they have to convince themselves. I don't know why they have to convince themselves that it's like, oh, I love the hustle. Oh, I love working out. No one likes working out, dude. You like the feeling that it gives you. Easy, bro. Anyways. What? I always like think like I have to be on a script, what I have to talk about, but it's literally the whole podcast is just me rambling about nothing. That's basically the idea here. But I did write some notes. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my time in Toronto in a bit. Stay tuned, folks. But before that, but yeah. So I was like in a good mood at the restaurant earlier. So I was in a good mood like before the show at the restaurant. And I find most of the time that I'm not in a good mood. Like I'm not in a bad mood, but I'm like usually in my head, like I gotta do this, just thinking about this or that or whatever the fuck. But when you're like in a good mood and like you're present in a good mood, I find that's the only time you realize how miserable everyone is. Like when you have like a little pep in your step, it's when you realize everyone is just like a fucking depressed zombie. Like, and it doesn't happen to me often where I'm like in a good mood. And every time I am, I'm just like, I look around and I'm just like, fuck, everyone's miserable. Like you stand out when you're too happy. You don't really stand out when you're sad unless you're like bawling your eyes out crying or unless you're crying. But if you're just like annoyed or like tired or just like not happy, you fit in. But if you're like smiling, you're like, you stick out like a fucking sore thumb. And like, I guess most people are like me where they're just not happy most of the time, but they're not sad. They're just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But yeah, most people I think just walk around uncontent, I guess is the word, or just not present. And maybe you can't, like, maybe you can only be happy if you're present or if you're like thinking about like something good in the future. But like if you're like skipping down the street, then you're like too happy. Like that's an annoying level of happy. And anyone who like skips alone in public needs to be institutionalized. If you skip with a girl, it's okay. It's like a little bit simpy, but whatever. But yeah, it's just when you're happy, is the only time you get to notice how miserable everyone looks. Like go be happy. Like just like or like try to pay attention to other people, because when you're happy, you're not in your head and you actually get to like observe the world. And when you're happy and you're like in public transit or at a restaurant or something, everyone's just like everyone's miserable for no reason, dude. There's no reason to be miserable. Anyways, I was in Toronto doing some comedy. Holy shit, it was humbling, dude. Holy shit. That was fucking brutal. Like that was the open mic scene in Montreal is so beginner friendly. It's like a warm hug of mediocrity. Whereas like if you're kind of okay, like you'll get like a little bit of affection. Everyone knows your name if you go to like 7 open mics or more. And everyone kind of knows each other. It's a very small community. Like I want to say there's maybe 60 English comedians in Montreal. And like 60's pushing it. 60's like people who like show up every few weeks. Yeah, maybe it's 60. Maybe it's 60 active comedians right now. Maybe it's 100, like maybe 100 with like legacy people or people who like only do good shows or people who run their own shows and everything. Maybe it's 100, but I want to say 60, and I feel like even 60 is pushing it. It's just hard to count, but open mic lists, like the open mics usually only have like 25 people, and I want to say that's like half the people, and like that's a long night of open mic. Like 25 people is like the longest, but it's usually around like 15, and like most people don't do open mic. Anyways, this city, bro, it fucking died. Bro, the open mics there are just like the first one I went to was okay. It sucked because everyone was listening and it was kind of like a good show. And then as I go up, the old couple that's paying attention, they're both just pull out their phones and they're scrolling their phones. The table in the back who was kind of listening just all started talking amongst themselves. And then there were like 3 dudes that were kind of listening to me, and that was it. So I was just like, fuck, okay. And like in my head, I was just like sometimes I get stuck on an idea, like I want to do this type of show because this is what it's going on right now. And I'm not loose. I'm not like fucking loose on stage. So it just kind of fucked with me a little bit. Because I was like in my head, I'm like, I'm just going to do my act and do well. But at the time, if I had reacted with the moment, I wouldn't have done that. But then on the next, so I was there for 5 days. The first day the first day there was no shows. So I went to watch the new Scorsese movie with DiCaprio. Sorry, I'm like pivoting. But I gotta say that movie fucking sucked. I gotta say the new DiCaprio movie or the new Scorsese movie, I don't know who wants to take blame for that fucking disaster of a 3.5 hour like snooze fest. But holy fucking shit, dude. Holy fucking shit. That was the fucking worst movie I've seen in a long time. Why is it 3.5 hours? For who? For what? Who wants a 3.5 hour movie? The editors were probably the only people happy because they got fucking paid. Maybe the actors too. They got money. But I spent money. And I had to sit there for 3.5 hours. And I didn't care. What? The whole movie? Oh, wow. He's like poisoning his wife. Like, what? Anyways. So Tuesday, I was there. That was Sunday. Monday, I did the show I told you about. And then I did another show. I have like a good joke about like eating pussy is gayer than sucking dick. And then someone told me like there was a panel at that show. And one of them was like this gay fear. That was on Tuesday, actually. Okay, Tuesday. First of all, we went to a show called Ice Queen. And Ice Queen, like, I don't know. My friend thought it was like an ice cream bar or like an ice cream shop. But like, hold on. Ice Queen. Meaning a beautiful but heartless woman. But my friend just thought Ice Queen, it must be an ice cream place. I thought he knew it was an ice cream place. I took his word for it. But it wasn't a fucking ice cream place, dude. It was like a bar. And while the host is opening the show, a dude just ripped a line of Coke in the open and everyone was like, whoa. Like, it was like that kind of show. So many people missing limbs. And there were these just drunk old ladies. Like, it was crazy. It made no sense. And then Wednesday, I had one book show at Absolute Comedy. And then those rooms that, like, best room. And like by at this point in the trip, I want you to like I had done 5 shows and I had bombed 4.5 shows, and my confidence like disappeared. Dude, it takes a beating out of you to like suck that hard. And then I'm just like, fuck, is Montreal an easy city? Do I suck at comedy? Am I not good? Like it was just bad, 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 right? But then I do the show and I fucking did well. And I was like, okay. It's such a relief. I need to like have more confidence in myself. Just like if I do badly, or if I do poorly, I can't just like immediately be like, I should fucking quit comedy. I suck. It's such an unhealthy like routine to go through. But it's hard. When you bomb, like it's just so hard to not just be like, I am the fucking worst person in the fucking world. And I still think that's a better mentality than a lot of comics I see. Should I go? Where should I be? I should be here to be in the middle. It's better than a lot of comics I see, because every time a lot of comics I know bomb, they're just like, yo, this crowd though. Like this crowd sucks, bro. I'm just like, what are you talking about? It's not the crowd, buddy. Like, if you've blamed the crowd more than like 5 out of every, I want to say like 150 shows for you bombing, like you gotta, especially like a full crowd. Like sometimes they're weird and sometimes they do suck, but like there's always kind of something you could do, I feel like, to do at least better than the other people on the show. And that's always a good gauge. I got told that. Like just like, look, sometimes there's weird crowds, sometimes there's crowds that don't laugh a lot, but just compare yourself to other people. And I've been doing comedy like a year and a half, and it's so fun to get better. And I'm competitive, and I think it's because I'm insecure that I want to be better than others. But just seeing people that like used to demolish you at shows and just like consistently doing better than them every time you guys are at the same show, it's a fucking breath of fresh air. It's just like anyways, I'm scared that I'm breathing into the mic a bunch. But so that was Toronto, and then I did a show on Thursday, and I said retard, and they played me off the show for saying retard. But like, I know you're like, the whole joke is like, I know you're not supposed to say retard, but like I'm allowed to say it because like I'm not retarded, but I was raised as if I were, which I think is funny. And I'm literally calling myself a retard, and it's just like it's true too. I don't know if you could tell, but like it kind of, my parents thought like a little bit like that I was like lost oxygen during birth or something, but. Like it's just a joke, dude. Like comics who like get offended by word. Like I'm not. Anyways, we don't. I'm not gonna go through the whole like if you get offended by words, you're a fucking pussy. Honestly, dude, I've noticed myself becoming more like, dude. When I was 12, like no words bothered me, and then someone dropped a hard F, or someone dropped the F word with a hard T. I'm not gonna say that because like I'm on a platform or whatever. But like. That's what, like, first of all, that's what bothers me. Is like, if I said the F word, without saying the F word, if I just said it, but in the context that I'm speaking right now, there's nothing wrong with it. But you just, like, for some reason, people think you can't say the word. The only reason I'm, like, not doing it is because I'm online and shit. But I think in that context, you should be like, someone said faggot. Whatever, I did it. Anyways, I shouldn't. I said it. I did all that just to say it. And now YouTube's going to be like, this channel fucking sucks. I actually got to go bleep that out. I like literally have to go bleep that out because YouTube is like, nah, dude, you can't. Anyways. So I said retard. And they turned up the music and they're just, because it was another panel show. Toronto loves these fucking goofy alt comedy panel shows, dude. And just played me off. Just bye, fucking leave. So that was brutal. But then I came back and I've been doing well since. That was actually only a week ago. What I've noticed about like being busy, because I've like been busy, bro. I've been hustling and shit. But like being busy, like your perception of time gets so fucked because it'll be Monday and then you'll blink and it'll be Thursday. But because you're doing so much okay, I'm gonna redo that. I'm sorry. I need to fucking put my phone on Do Not Disturb. My bad. Anyways. So I find when you're busy, your perception of time gets like so fucked up. Because like It was Monday like yesterday. It's Friday today, and I like you close your eyes and you're just like, how the fuck is it Friday? But then when I think back to last Friday feels like so fucking long ago. Like I do it based on shows, so I'm like, I did a show called Comfort Zone last Friday, and I'm like, no way Comfort Zone was last week. But then like Monday to Friday disappeared, but last Friday feels like it's so fucking long ago. I don't. It's a weird perception of time, and then time is all perception and all that shit. It's weird, dude. Being busy is uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Like I just like I'm not used to it, dude. I'm not used to like just waking up and having shit to do until I fall asleep. I'm not like I don't have the habits to actually do the shit, so then I put shit off and then it just makes everything worse. I'm working on it though. I think that's when you become successful, when you just like, no words, just like. Does that make sense? If there's, I hope that resonates. I hope that you can see the truth through my image. I gotta articulate myself better. I'm gonna check how much time I did because this is. Oh shit. Oh shit. What else there to talk about? We got like 10 minutes left of this shit, dude. Fuck. Doing a solo podcast is hard, but I need to stop just being like, doing a solo podcast is hard. I need to stop. That's not me. That's hacky. That's such a hack thing to do. Like, oh my God, there's a comic. I don't want to shit on him too hard, but like, whatever. It's a comic in the city. Never mind. I'm not going to use this to just shit on people. I'm gonna wait till I'm famous. I'm gonna wait till I don't need nothing from no one, and then I'm just gonna write all the shit in my phone about every fucking comedian and just be like, fuck this guy, fuck this guy. Nah, I love everyone. It's so weird. It's so goofy. Like it actually is fucking. It's nice. Every night I could go places where I know there's people that I know hanging out, and most of it is hanging out because you're on stage for 5 to 10 minutes. And then the rest of it is just like people talking. But it's tough too because I am so naturally an introverted person. And I told you about the comfort zone I did last Friday. And I've been out every night. And like, oh, boo-hoo, I have to go do comedy. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm just like, there's like a part of my brain that can't rest unless I'm alone. And getting alone time is like not what this industry is for. But I've been more and more getting better at just like showing up, doing the show, fucking off after. Like I don't feel this need to hang out. Whereas when you're a new comic, before you're like have proven yourself and you're funny, like I find that the best strategy is to be like Mr. Nice Guy, you know? Like you show up, you watch the other comics. Now it's like people know that I'm good. Or like good for the city. Whatever. I'm not gonna fucking toot my own horn, but I'm not gonna be a bitch about it. I'm good at comedy. For the amount of time I've been doing it and for the city I'm in and giving the context, and I know I'm not one of the greats yet. I know I have a lot of work to do, but I'm good at comedy. And now it's like nice to just be able to like do the set and leave. Not have to fucking hang around. Because I like being alone, dude. I like being alone with my cats. I just don't know. I wonder, like, I don't think, but like every time I say that, like I want days off and I want to do nothing, dude. If I take a day off by like 3 p.m., I feel like garbage. Like to just sit there, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Like what are you gonna do? Nothing. But I don't know. I had one of those days today where it's like literally I woke up late to be fair, but like I made myself breakfast. I had to clean my room. I had to clean my room like a big boy. What did I do? I wrote, I went to the gym, and then I edited clips. Like I didn't do, but like that was like 7 hours. And I'm just like, is that supposed to take 7 hours? Like, is it just like I have to like wait longer? Or I just feel so inefficient. Like, especially on days like that, I just felt like I just wasn't efficient. I don't know, I'm bad. I think I'm not efficient. I feel like I break, whatever. This is turning into fucking my journal, dude. Let's be entertaining. What am I talking about? I'm like, I checked the timer. I'm like, oh shit, I got 10 minutes left. Let me do this. And I come back and I'm like, so what I'm struggling, like, this is literally like This is just proof that I need to journal. Oh fuck! I really, you know what? Fair enough. If someone like, I'm like embarrassed that like, in case someone watches this, it's just like, what the fuck is he talking about? But like, if you're watching this, like, what I hope I have fans and stuff. But if you're like coming back to watch this and you're listening to me, but like, that's weird. That's a weird thought because people I'm fans of, I would love to hear them talk about that kind of shit. So maybe I'm the truth, you know? Maybe I'm just the truth and I'm just like the raw truth is coming out, but then my brain can't accept it. Like just like my heart is spilling out into this microphone and my brain's like trying to intercept it. But I don't know. That's a weird thought to think of like, because I want fans. I would like to have some fans for like the shit I do, and I work hard at like the videos I make and that kind of shit and the comedy I do. And like one day I probably will have a fan base. And that's weird. That's like weird because then they're gonna like want to hear me talk. Or maybe that was just bad content too. Never like maybe that was just horrible content that even my fans would be like, okay, like I still like him, but like that was a bad pod. Because there's people that I watch who sometimes drop a bad pod. Sometimes they drop a crazy pod. And sometimes it's just like, okay. Anyway, what like this is why I privated the first like 4 of these pods. Is because it was just this for like 34 minutes straight. I'd be like, but I'm not talking right now. But what if they know that? Like, it was just crazy. So I think I'm going to end it there. I really, dude, I don't know what the fuck I just did. I came in here. I just did well at a show. I had such good energy. Bro, I have a headache now, dude. I have what the fuck? Like, where? What? How? Who? This has been the Waffle Sauce Podcast. This has been the Waffle Sauce Cast. The Waffle Sauce Pod. The Waffle Pod Sauce Cast. What did I call it? What is even the name of this podcast right now, dude? The Waffle Sauce. The Waffle Sauce Podcast. The Waffle Sauce Cast. The Waffle Sauce Cast. The Sauce Cast. Why don't I just call it the Sauce Cast? The Waffle. Bye, guys. Fucking bye. Bye.